a personal brand is really, really valuable
Right.
if you have a way to monetize the following,
Right.
or you want to network and make friends, or you just want to, practice your writing and you want to bounce ideas and learn. So there's three ways you can go out and make money. You can sell to your following.
Right.
Number two is you can make friends with your following. And build your own network and link up with other people like you, because entrepreneurship is really lonely. And number three is you can put an idea out there and you can get feedback and you can learn really fast. You can interact with smart people and they'll tell you where you're wrong, and they'll make you better, make you smarter. But if you want to grow a following, I think the path is pretty similar for everybody. And it's step one is you got to do something interesting.
Yeah.
There's two reasons why somebody would follow you on the internet. It's one is because you make really good arguments and you say really smart things. And number two is that you've accomplished something and you are an authority and you should be trusted. I think the second one is more important. Second one's way more important. It's like, okay, somebody wants to get a following. Let's just paint a picture here. Somebody wants to get a following in basketball. They're a basketball expert and they want to get a following when it comes to basketball.
Right.
One of them is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
They're the best basketball player of all time. The other one is a high school PE teacher and a big fan of the Chicago Bulls.
Right.
Which one of those two people are you going to want to follow if you want to learn basketball? Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So everybody wants to get a following. Everybody wants to put out information. Everybody wants to build a personal brand. But if they're not doing anything, they haven't built a business, they haven't made money, if they haven't built teams, if they haven't hired people, it's just not going to work. And the second thing, like one really tactical thing that you can do is like set your bio on Twitter up to make people want to follow you. Way too many people are super humble in their bio, and their bio says, I'm a father, I'm a business owner, I'm an investor, and I love, business and giving back. That doesn't tell me anything about what they do or what they've done. And unfortunately, when I go and visit somebody's profile, the 3 seconds that I'm on their profile, I'm extremely selfish and I'm thinking, hey, what can this person teach me? What can this person that I'm on their profile right now, what can they teach me? And why should I follow them? I'm very selfish. I'm in a selfish mode. Why should I listen to them? Because we live in an era on the internet where there's tons of people arguing. There's tons of great content. There are an amazing amount of writers. And I don't have time to vet everybody based on how logical their argument is. I don't have time to judge everybody based on the amazing points that they make or the value that they're adding in their writing. So what happens is people judge the book by the cover on Twitter. They do it very quickly. You're getting judged. You're getting micro-judged over and over and over and over again. People are visiting my profile right now and they're judging it. They're judging it. Should I follow? What can this guy do for me? What can this guy do for me? What can this guy do for me? Way too many people have their profile set up the entire wrong way that makes them look like just an average Joe Schmo. And people are visiting their profile. And nobody's following them because they're not wearing the suit for the interview. You can be humble and you can treat people with respect. But if you're not willing to tell people what you've done in your bio and why they should follow you and brag on yourself, like literally brag on yourself. There are brilliant people who have bought hundreds of millions of dollars worth of real estate and have a lot to say, and their bio doesn't say it. And it's like, they're showing up to an interview in a tank top. They're showing up to an interview at an investment bank in a tank top instead of showing up to the interview in a suit. Show up to the interview in a suit. You're getting micro-judged all the time on social media very quickly. Separate yourself from the crowd. Make people understand why they should trust you and tell them very quickly and very succinctly what they can do or what they can learn from you and what value you can add to them. So people are naturally humble. Everybody should be naturally humble. We're taught to not brag on ourselves. And I'm not talking about 30 under 30 Forbes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, hey, I have built this many businesses to this much money and I've had this many exits for this much money. That's very uncomfortable for a lot of people like us to say. We are not naturally going to brag on each other. We think it makes ourselves look silly. It doesn't. If you think you're going to get follows and if you think you're going to get people to follow you on social media, just off the quality of your thoughts and the quality of your arguments and the quality of your content, That's an extremely arrogant way to think about social media. It is. It's an arrogant, selfish way to think about social media. It's a game that if you want to play the game, this is what you need to do. It's not about bragging. It's not about being humble. It's about that's how to do it. And so many people get that wrong. There's so many brilliant people trying so hard on social media that are afraid. They're afraid to put on the suit for the interview.